love telling stories. Storytelling or oral histories is one of the oldest forms of teaching. Elders would share their knowledge and their experience with the younger members of their communities. Stories are more effective than dry presentations of data points or discussions of obscure concepts. Stories are effective for learning because you remember stories. Let's face it, I had to kiss a few frogs before I found StoryJumper. These websites weren't bad if you were interested in becoming a blogger or if you had the tech savvy in order to use the site. But I needed to find something that was easy to use. I am so glad I found StoryJumper. Founded in 2009 by John Wen and Peter Weck, StoryJumper is a digital creation tool that supports story creation and collaboration. There's no subscription fee for StoryJumper, and this makes it affordable for cost-conscious educators. The site includes an author's guide. I was so happy when the first thing I saw was a video that showed me step by step the tools and how to create my own story. You could create stories with text, with images, background, and narration. There's also a teacher's guide. Teachers can add classes, add students. They can have students collaborate on stories. They can even import Google Classroom classes into StoryJumper. There are also sample books and class exercises available on a variety of topics, and they can also create books in several different languages. This is one of the first slides from the video that I used. And you can see, here we have, step by step, how you add text, how you add props, how you add characters, how you add scenes, photos, and how you narrate your story. Here's a sample of a completed page. As you can see, there's text, there's a character, there are props, there is a background scene. It's a day at the beach. This is the picture of the front cover of the book that I created on the difference between collision and comprehensive. I added a background and then text on the background. The inside cover allows you the opportunity to make dedications and give acknowledgements. On these two pages, you'll see on page 2, I have text and I have props. And on page 3, I have a photo and then I have text that explains the photo. Once you're done your story and you click save, you're directed to this page. Edit allows you to edit the text, edit the background, edit photos, and edit the narration. And then you can resave. Download allows you to download an ebook or a PDF that you can print, and both of these are for a fee. Comment allows you to comment on another author's work. Share allows you to share with your class, with the public, or with your family and friends on social media. You can also embed your story in another website or create a QR code for your story. Remix allows others to edit your story, allows for that collaboration, and clean up, detects grammar and spelling mistakes. Online distribution of your stories is absolutely free. You can share your stories online at no cost. If you choose to publish, you can publish your stories in a variety of ways, and the cost is dependent on which way you choose, whether it's hard copy, paperback, ebook, or PDF. The great thing about StoryJumper is that as a published author, you can get royalties on your sales. Schools can also use the fundraising tool within StoryJumper. This is a link to the story that I created on StoryJumper. I highly recommend StoryJumper for anyone that is interested in creating digital stories, whether it's elementary, secondary, or post-secondary. You can use StoryJumper. Play, creativity, and fun should be a part of every educational experience. Are you ready to tell your own story?